Hi, good evening, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me. Perfect. Well, everyone, so my name is Syed Ishrat. I'm the account manager at Trading Central and for Trader24. Just to start off with the webinar, I'll give you a brief background on Trading Central, followed by a quick presentation on how you can effectively use our analysis to have most out of your decision making actually, and how you can keep on top of all your trades. After the presentation, we will also have a questions and answer session. I'll be more than happy to answer any queries, any questions that you may have, or if you want me to run through something once again, I'll be more than happy to do that. By all means, should you have any queries, any questions, please feel free to type them on the chat box here, and I'll run through each query right after my presentation. I thought I'll update you with these general things before I start. So just to give you a brief background on Trading Central. At Trading Central, we have been going for more than 15 years, and we're with our head office based out of Paris and other office is based out of London, New York, and Hong Kong. We have our team of analysts who are based out from our Paris and Hong Kong office, so that we are able to service you with 24 hours coverage in all market days, so that you have your fingers on the pulse of the market all the time. As a company, we are regulated. We are regulated advisors of SEC in the US. We are also regulated advisors of SFC in Asia, and also compliant with AMF in Europe. We are also a recognized IRP. We are recognized Euro IRP, US IRP, and Asia IRP. And the Trading Central's contents that are brought to you by Trader24. Trader24 has taken a really major step in providing you with a very institutional grade research. I mean, Trading Central's research are actually used by the fund managers, by the asset managers, or the prop trading desks at Tier 1 investment banks such as BNP Paribas, Credit Suisse, Morgan Stanley, and so many other banks. They mainly use our research to increase the alphas on their trades and also manage their risks effectively. And for some person who is more experienced in trading, they can use it as a second opinion. For someone who is fairly new to trading and is trying to get to know all the dynamics of how to trade and trade profitably, they can pretty much rely on these analysis and trade and still be profitable. So I'll cover these in much more details. So I must remind you, this is a very institutional grade and very well-respected strategies that Trader24 has been servicing you with. So please do make the most out of it in your decision making. Just to inform you a bit more about us, we have also been the winners and finalists of Technical Analyst Awards on a yearly basis. In 2013, which is not a part of my presentation yet because we recently got our results just last week, we were the runners-up of the Best Independent Research House for the year. We are also independently monitored by Investors. Again, Investors is a body that regulates and monitors all the investment strategies firms such as us. And throughout the world, they only publish the name of 5 companies. And it's really my pleasure to inform that not only throughout the last 8 years, we have been the most quoted companies by Investors, but we have also provided the most stable research in the most volatile times. Hence, we have been so highly graded by our peers within the industry. And hence, these are one of the reasons why Trading Central is regarded as the benchmark when it comes down to technical analysis research. So I'll quickly go through our solutions and how you can make most out of them, being the live account holders at Trader24. So every day, you would receive an email with our daily technical views. This would look something like this, which is an HTML format, and it will tell you about our analyst view for the day in terms of what the analysis are. You must have received it by an email. Should you want to visit Trader24's website, it's also available there. So you go down to the website, down to research, daily market reviews, you click here, and the very same content is available. Now these are sent out to Trader24 and clients regularly on daily basis pre-European opening. So this gives you our analyst view for the day. Now just to show as an example, we have the first analysis on Euro USD, where it says we have our strategy above and we have the chart below. Now from the chart we have our pivot in this specific case at 1.296 represented on blue. And because we are bullish on this, in our preferential scenario, we have our preferential targets at 1.306 and 1.311 represented on greens. However, should there be a psychological change in the market and the support now changes into resistance, then in alternative scenarios, we have our alternative targets at 1.293 and 1.29 represented on red. We have our quick short chart piece of analyst comment right above saying the pair is rebounding and breaking above its resistance, and the RSI is well directed. Now this was given before the start of the European market early morning, and gives you about our daily view of the day. So you can read this, have an update of what the analyst feel is on the day forward. The actual strategies covers up to 6 instruments, so you can see all these also different sort of asset classes here. However, because the markets are volatile and there are changes throughout the day as the market goes, that's where Trader24 has provided you with real-time research and real-time analysis on all asset classes actually, which is available through their online platform. So I'll revert you to the online platform and I'll show how you can create your portfolios, you can create your watch list and be on top of any market movements. So this is what the online platform would look like. It will take you to our main screen. Currently we are on our Forex page, and it will give you a short chart piece of our short-term and mid-term view on various Forex pairs and other asset classes such as commodities, stocks and indices. So currently we are in Forex page. So let's say if I was trading euro and I wanted to see our last opinion on euro, it's very simple, very easy to use. All we do, right under where it says Trader24 on the top left-hand corner, we type in EUR and press enter. It then opens up a new screen. So we scroll down to Forex, and Euro USD is the second last one. So we click here, and it will take us to the last report we published on Euro USD. So here we are. Now on this specific Forex pair, we have our chart on the right and the strategy on the left. So from the chart, we have our pivot at 1.3025 represented on blue. And in preferential scenario, our targets at 1.293 and 1.29 represented on reds. However, again, should there be a psychological change in the market and resistance now changes into support, then alternative targets are at 1.306 and 1.311 represented in green line. We have our analyst comment on the strategy that says the pair remains under pressure and is challenging its support, and right underneath we have all the key levels. Now if someone who is a fairly new trader and doesn't know much about trading and wants to trade back on these analysis, they will place their stop loss at our pivot, which is at 1.3025, and target at 1.293 and make the trade. As you can see, these analyses are so clear, so simple, so directional, so easy to follow. Anyone with a basic understanding can understand the, what's actually happening in the market within literally 5 to 10 seconds of looking at the chart actually. Again, this analysis was published literally 2 hours ago. So this was the most recent update we had on this Forex pair. Again, should this be the Forex pair that you normally trade in, you can add this to your portfolio. All you do is you click on Add to My Portfolio right above the chart, So it will add this to your own watch list. So going forward, whenever you log back into your account, whenever you log back into Trader24's online research platform, you won't have to type in euro. You can simply click on portfolio, and it will bring all the instruments that are a part of your portfolio watch list. As you can see, this is my portfolio watch list, and these are the different asset classes that I have in there. Similarly, just for demonstration purposes, let's see if you were to trade in some stocks actually. So on stocks, here we are. We have various equities, and our platform is now showing the same short-term and mid-term views on various asset classes. By the way, before I talk about the equity side, I must inform you on the G10 Forex pair that you received through Trader24, we provide more than 10 intraday updates on daily basis on the most liquid Forex pairs, so that you have your fingers on the pulse of the market all the time, so that you are aware on any market movements and you can never miss out on any trading opportunity. Now coming back to equities, here we are on the equities main page. We have also made special filters for Trader24 to service Trader24 clients, which are yourselves, to assist better in your decision making and help you create your own trading ideas, because you may be more experienced traders yourself. You can pick out the equities through the platform by clicking the most, let's say you are after the most bullish equities. So using the filter, if I was to select strong bull, press enter, it will show all the asset classes, all the equities that we are most bullish on, both in short term and mid term. Now let's say if I was to look into Yahoo. So I click here on Yahoo stock, or I could have searched it through the search box. So here we are on Yahoo. We are currently long on this specific stock with our pivot at 24.8 and preferential targets at 28.6 and 29.8 represented on green. However, again, should there be a psychological change in the market and the support now changes into resistance, we have our alternative targets at 23.2 represented on red. And we have our analyst comment on the left informing you about our analysis. On the equities front, we provide you up to 3 intraday updates on daily basis so that you are updated on any market movements. Again, you can add this to your portfolio watch list and keep updated on any market movements. So what happens when you have finally created your own watch list, your own portfolios? When you're logged into the actual platform, as soon as we have published a new analysis or we have updated our opinion on certain asset class, a new screen pops up on your screen and informs you about that change. So it really comes in handy when you are tracking the market throughout the time. Now let's say, for example, if you have made up your portfolio and there are certain pairs that you want to receive alerts for, or there are certain asset classes there may be, which you are not really following and not so keen on receiving the updates. How you can change them is you can simply go to Customize My Access right next to your name. It will take you to this new screen. Again, you can adjust the time. Currently, I'm adjusted to London time. You can change it to South Africa time or any other time zone where you are. And click Update. It will update your time zone. Again, as you can see, these are the asset classes which are a part of my portfolio. And you can receive both alerts while you're online, or there may be an occasion when you're not logged in and you're out and about, and you may be using a smartphone and your email is connected to your phone and you want to receive those alerts by email. You can simply uncheck or check on email and keep the check on pop-ups as well. I tend to have checks on both actually, and press Update. Now what will happen is whenever I'm logged in, I will receive pop-up alerts on the asset classes which are a part of my portfolio. But for Apple, as you can see, I've checked on email So each time there is an update on Apple, I will receive an email alert going forward as well, which really comes in handy because, say for example, you're not logged in, you can check your phone, you can see that update, and you can make a trade on the go as well, actually. So it really helps you keep your fingers on the pulse of the market and really comes in handy. The Daily Technical Strategies newsletter that is sent to you by email. Say, for example, if you are receiving it or for some reason you want to subscribe to it, again, you can subscribe to it by typing in your email, such as, let's say, for example, I want to subscribe to it. Here we are. So you just type in your email address as a client here, click on subscribe. As you can see, I'm already subscribed, so it won't let me subscribe to it. But if you're not, you can subscribe to those Daily Technical Strategies newsletter from Trader24 here at the platform is directly as well, actually. So going back to the screen. Now for simplicity purposes, let's look into commodities as well. Now let's say in commodities, I trade in gold. So we type in gold, press enter. Again, it opens up a new screen, and I'm looking into spot gold. Here we are. So it takes us to the last analysis we published on gold. By the way, on gold, silver, and crude, we publish up to 5 intraday updates on daily basis so that you are updated on any movements on these commodities. Currently on gold, we are bearish with our pivot at 1444 and targets at 1419 and 1404 represented on red. And should there be a psychological change again and the resistance now changes to support, then in an alternative scenario, we have our targets at 1449 represented on green. And our analyst is saying the bearish triangle for an extension of recent the bearish triangle calls for an extension of recent downgrade track. Now, I must inform you, whenever we publish our technical analysis or our analysis on any asset class, we follow a full top-down approach to our research. So it's not just a mere technical analysis. We take into consideration a lot of factors that may be affecting the market before producing these analyses, actually. We have a team of more than 25 analysts. Again, based out from our offices in Paris and Hong Kong, which are very experienced. I mean, on an average, our analysts have an experience of up to 10 years working at top-tier banks before they joined in Trading Central. So these are very well-experienced analysts who are producing these for you and who knows exactly what's happening in the market. This is as simple as we use the research. This is as simple as we follow it, and as you can see yourself, it's so easy to follow, so easy to read. For a person who doesn't know much about the technical analysis themselves, he can easily understand what is actually happening in the market based on these analyses, and will be much more confident in their trades as well at the same time. These analyses have worked for the institutional clients. They are bound to work for the retail clients, and again, this is a very prestigious tool that Trader24 has provided its clients with, so please do make use of it. Again, should you want to have a quick demonstration while you're logged in at a later stage, you can click here and it will take you through the demonstration once again of the platform. Should you want to amend your portfolios, again, you can click on Customize My Access and make any changes. Just to cover indices as well, here we are, we cover all the major indices. Say, for example, I'm to look into Dow. So currently on Dow, we are bullish on Dow with our pivot at 15,000. And targets at 15110 represented on green, and alternative targets represented on red with 14950. This is as simple as we read the analysis, and again, by clicking here, we can add a certain instrument to our portfolios. Should there be an asset class that you want to remove from your portfolio, so we go down to your portfolio. Let's say I want to remove Yahoo from my portfolio. So I clicked on Yahoo. Now instead of giving me add to my portfolio option, it's telling me if I want to delete this from my portfolio. So if I click here, it will remove Yahoo from my portfolio. This is how you can manage your portfolio watch list on the go. Again, should there be your preferred asset classes, please do make up your portfolios. It really makes your life so much easier when it comes down to tracking what's actually happening in the market. Should you be a trader who is not logged in all the time, you can set yourself email alerts. This is a flexibility that Trader24 has provided its clients with. So do make use of it. Do make use of all the email alerts that we can email out so that you are updated on any market movements on your preferred asset classes. And yes, I mean, this is as simple as how we use the analysis. Do you have any queries for me so far? Okay, that's perfect. However, one question that normally comes to me during any presentation is to do with our pivot point, which you normally set as your stop loss. The pivot that we calculate is not your normal floor pivot that we calculate by the high and the low divided by 2. This is our proprietary pivot, which is derived from our proprietary methodology. Our analysts will be more than happy to cover our methodology and how we produce these analyses in our second series of webinar, which is next week with Trader24 for all Trader24 clients. Just to give you heads up, the webinar is scheduled for next week. Let me just double check the date, on the 21st of May. So please do tune in. It will be a great chance for you to be directly in touch with our analyst who will be presenting this seminar. The presenter will be Nicholas Sofiet. He is one of our most experienced analysts at Trading Central, and he'll be happy to answer any queries you have on the analysis front. Oh, I have a question here. Let me just. Okay, so we have a question from Nina. How do you get to the screen? Well, Nina, getting to the screen is really simple. It's just through a link at Trader24 when you log in as a client. To find out exact directions, I will suggest please be in touch with your account manager at Trader24. They'll be more than happy to guide you through how you can access the research contents and the real-time research platform. I hope I answered it. Then I have Etienne, who's asking me a question. Just again, how I can set up my portfolio. Well, Etienne, I'll demonstrate it quickly. Let's say you trade in Forex, and Japanese yen is one of the pairs that you follow. So I type in JPY just for demonstration purposes. Here we are. A new screen opens up and it brings up all the Japanese yen pairs that we have. So let's say we were to look into USD JPY. Here we are. Going into yen. You click there, it will take you to the last analysis we published on yen. And as you can see, we are bullish on this right now, with our pivot at 10125 and targets at 10235 represented on green. And should there be a psychological change in the market again, our targets at 100.4 and 99.65 represented on red. with our analyst saying in his comment, the RSI broke above a declining trend line. Okay, so now your question was how you can set up your portfolio. Simply, once you are into analysis, right next to the chart you will see Add to My Portfolio on the top right hand corner. You click on Add to My Portfolio. It will automatically update that specific asset class onto your portfolio. So as you can see, I'm on my portfolio screen and it has added yen to my portfolio now. This is as simple as you make your portfolio. Again, let's say, for example, if yen was the asset class you had a position on, or you trade in this so much often, and there may be times you may not be logged onto the screen or the online terminal. And because it's a part of your portfolio, you want to receive email alerts informing you about any change, any update that is happening in the market. All you simply do is you click on Customize My Access. I'll cover this just once again. So you've clicked on Customize My Access, you went down to yen, which is here. So now you have pop-up. So whenever you are logged in, it will pop up on a small screen, which is perfect. But during the time when you're not logged in and you want to receive email alert, you simply click on email. So you've checked it. You've clicked on update. So it's been updated. Now what will happen? Each time we have updated our opinion, or we have published a new strategy on this specific asset class, you will receive an email going forward informing you about that change or that updated opinion. I hope I've covered the question. Alex is asking, do you have to be online all the time to receive alerts? Well, Alex, you don't have to be online. Well, being online helps you. But if you're not online, but you are keen on receiving alerts, you can create your portfolio watch list, create yourself to receive email alerts so that you can receive them directly onto your email. I hope I covered that. Then we have Wayne Cox. Wayne is asking, what is the percentage profit one seeks to obtain from each trade? Wayne, this is a bit more technical question, which my analysts will be more than happy to answer during the webinar next week. So this will be an interesting question. Please do keep at it. I will also note it on my end here. So next week when we have the analyst presentation, you can ask the same question to them. Because I believe it will be answered in a far better way than myself by the actual professional that we have here. Okay, Sven is asking, okay, well, there's no question which is stupid question, Sven, but I would like to buy or sell in USD JPY, example, seeing that it is strengthening, okay. But would I buy or sell in USD JPY example? When it comes down to the actual buying or selling signals, again, this will be far more better explained by the analyst in terms of how you can take this decision. But because each trader for my understanding, each trader has his own trading style and has their own ways of confirming a decision before making that trade. These analyses are there to confirm the views. These analyses are there to assist you in any decision making that you have, and to inform you what analyses are helping the actual institutionals making their decisions. But obviously, end decision, should you go ahead and do something in the trade, is totally your call. But again, do ask the similar question to the analyst. Should he be able to cover it in a more technical way to assist? I'm sure he'll be happy to answer it. I hope I covered it properly. And Michael is asking, so on the JPY USD, being bullish, where would you place stop loss? Okay, so I'm going to go back just for convenience onto the same tool, USD JPY. So where would you place stop loss? You will place stop loss at our pivot, which is 101.25. And where would you have a trade point? Trade point again is based on your trading styles, but again do keep this as a question for our analyst, because he'll be the more appropriate person to answer it with much more detail actually. Or would you leave the trade open and only use stop loss? Well, it's totally down to your trading style, but please do keep this for the analyst next week. He'll be happy to cover this question for you. Okay. Is a mobile version of Trader24 site available to access via a smartphone? Alex, I believe this is a question more tailored for Trader24. So please feel free to contact your account manager at Trader24. I'm sure he'll be able to inform you about any updates or any recent developments on Trader24 for availability on smartphone. Okay. In which time frame is your analysis, and is it always the same time frame? Well, on the analysis, we tend to cover both the short-term and mid-term time frame. But obviously, as market changes, especially in Forex markets, so we tend to provide you all the intraday updates so that if there is any changes or any factors that may have affected the markets in any way, you are updated going forward. Majority of these analyses that you see are short-term on the online research. But again, should you want to receive a more long-term research, by all means, we do provide our midterm views as well. Actually, how you can spot the midterm view, just to show you. Here we are. Let's say, for example, if you were in stocks and you were in BMW, so currently, you see right under any analysis, you will see a trend. It tells you about our short-term and mid-term range. So in this, let's say, for example, on this specific asset class, on BMW, we are bullish on short-term, but on the mid-term, we are sideways. So we do give an indication of what our view is in the mid-term, actually. Again, it really depends on your trading horizons. I mean, are you a long-term trader? Do you trade on mid-terms, or do you trade on short-term? It opens up a lot of questions here. So you can spot our view, if it's short-term, right above the analysis, actually. Okay, I have Trader24 on my S3, Alex. Okay. Okay, Jacko is asking, regard the format of the graphs, can I change it? Can I change it, view trends from 12-month to 5 minutes? Can I also add my own trend lines? Here we are. Well, Jacko, we have pretty much done all the hard work for you with our own analysis to save you all the time and the time opportunity of cost of making up your own analysis and taking times. These are all pre-made for yourself with a very professional view from a very experienced analyst themselves, actually. The graph is here for yourself. Again, you can use it as a second opinion. However, because we are not just a charting tool, it doesn't really give you that option of being able to add in your own trend lines. But by all means, should you have this graph and should you want to draw your own trend line on a separate chart or charting tool that you may have, by all means you can. But over here, we believe that we have done all the hard work for you for coming up with all the analysis and providing you with all the quality analysis, which are, again, very well respected in the industry and which are used by the actual professionals to increase alphas on their trade or to manage risk, whichever way it has. It can be used by yourself actually to make sure that you are profitable going forward. I hope I covered that question. Well, Michael's asking, okay. Please explain the terms such as bullish, sideways, etc. As I have heard a few different versions of the words. Okay, in all simple words, Michael, bullish is when we are long on certain asset class, or in all simplicity, when we are being long. Bearish is something when where the trend line is down and we are below the pivot point, and we are short on certain asset class. Sideways is where our analyst is not really viewing much trend in the market, and on a certain asset class they're neither long, neither short, so hence they're sideways. In all simplicity, any trend that you see above the pivot, which is our blue, if we are above the pivot, just to make things simple, we do design our arrow pointing upwards to inform that we are long or bullish on certain asset class. If we were short or bearish on certain asset class and we were below the pivot point on the resistance side, hence it would have been called short or resistance. This is as simple as I can place it down as. But please do ask this to our analyst. Maybe he may update you with a more simpler version. I hope I covered it. Ronnie is asking, is the analysis geared up for a South African market, seeing that we are faced with political uncertainty looming strike season? Ronnie, like I mentioned, whenever we publish any analysis or we update any analysis on certain asset class which may be affected by, let's say, for example, we were covering any South African equity which may have been affected by what happened in the market. The beauty of our analysis is, yes, we do follow a top-down approach, and our methodology do include any such factors that may have affected the market. But the beauty of technical analysis and our methodology, which Nicholas will be going through in much more detail, we cover a top-down approach and we take out all the noise from the market, so that as a trader, as an analyst, you receive a most updated and most professional view on the market, which takes out the element of noise. Again, uncertainty is something which is there in the financial market this time around, and we try our best to make sure we provide you the most stable opinions and the most stable strategies during these uncertain times, so that we are able to assist you with your decision making in the most appropriate manner, and also being rewarded as you being profitable. Hence, we are highly graded by investor side. Okay. Okay. Yep, indeed. Ronnie, like if you want to trade RAN, and obviously it may have been affected by the changes. And yes, our methodology does cover a top-down approach. And like I mentioned, it takes out it gives you exact view of what's happening in the market. But again, do ask this to our analyst. He will be able to cover this in much more detail and be able to explain our methodology in much more detail to answer your question in much more appropriate way, or in any way that you may have further doubts or any queries you may have. Okay. Okay. Okay, Gert is asking, will there be a recorded version of this webinar to review later, and how I can retrieve it? Gert, for this you may have to contact your account manager at Trader24, who will be more than happy to make sure that you receive a recorded version on any queries you have during the webinar is answered for you. Okay, yep, Jack has answered it for you. Moving down. Okay, Ronnie is asking if the analyst is based in South Africa or internationally. Well, Ronnie, analysts are actually based out of our Paris and Hong Kong office. They are international analysts, but it actually provides them with the beauty of providing you with that 24 hours coverage in all market days, so that if there is any changes in the market, you are updated thoroughly and timely. Hope I covered it. Moving down. Okay. Hi everyone. Do you have any further questions for me? Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. For any questions that I was not able to cover, especially in relation to the methodology or the technical side of these analysis, please do keep a note of these questions. Nicholas next week will be more than happy to answer and touch base on all these questions should you want. Oh, Alex is just asking, how real-time is the updates? I just noticed that indicators on my phone is different. That is shown here. Well, on the G10, on the Forex pairs, we do provide you more than 10 intraday updates on daily basis, Alex. And as soon as, should there be a change in the market or should there be any movements in the market, we update the analysis straight away, actually. But again, as you mentioned about some indicators on your phone, I'll really have to ask what sort of indicator is that, and which will really depend on the kind of indicator you have on the phone and what sort of analysis it is providing, and a lot more details that comes into account of this question, actually. But yes, just to keep you updated, we do provide you up to 10 intraday updates in all market days throughout the day, so that you have your fingers on the pulse of the market and are updated on any market movements. And for convenience, on the G10 Forex pairs, we update an intraday update every couple of hours. Oh, Alex is showing me something on the phone. Stocks. Okay, it's a stocks page, Alex, and we have, for some, well, I'm still trying to see. I think for some reason the screen is a bit dull on my end. But Alex, for convenience, please do save it for the analyst next week. I'm sure he'll be more than happy to cover and be able to be answered in much more appropriate way when it comes down to analysis and the timings of any production side of things. Okay, Mariana is asking, what is the difference between fibs and pivot? Well, Mariana, this is a part of the analyst presentation for next week. So you'll be able to cover it for you, because it has to do more with the methodology and technical analysis side of things, because next week is a more educational form of webinar conducted by the analyst. The webinar today was just to show and give you a feel of how you can make use of these analysis from a practical perspective. So please do save it for the analyst next week. Sepho is asking, where is Trader24 rated compared to other companies? Sepho, I don't really get your question here, but please do contact your account manager at Trader24. They are a valued client of us, and I believe they are a great company and providing a great service to their clients and providing you as a client with the industry excellent tools which are institutional grade to help support your decision making. So should you have any questions about Trader24, please feel free to contact them. They'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. And okay, Michael is asking, my phones seem pretty much on par with PC and phone. Okay, suppose it depends on you and connections. Michael, I didn't really get your question here. Seems pretty much par with PC and phone. Okay, moving forward, all the stocks that I trade and the pairs, okay. Alex, can you see my cam? Yes, I can. Okay. Christian is asking, sorry about that. Yes, I can, but no sound from my side. Okay, so Alex is saying, what I am trying to show is that the update is real time. Okay, perfect, Alex. Like I mentioned, Alex, please, that's wonderful. Please do save it for Nicholas next week. He'll be more than happy to go through it. Because right now, today, I was just demonstrating how you can actually use it and make the most out of this research tools. Obviously, when it comes down to analysis and the research production side of things, the analyst will be more than happy to cover these for you. Okay, Christian is asking, I will change to my laptop, okay? Would you do more? Robert is asking, would you do more webinars from here on? Well, Robert, when it comes down to the training webinar, indeed, we do intend to provide a lot more training for yourself so that when it comes down to anything to support you in terms of the usage side of things, I'll be more than happy to have these covered for you in the form of webinar. Or should you have any queries in terms of the usage side of things, please do get in touch with your account manager at Trader24. They'll be more than happy to assist you. Should there be something that we can do on our end, please do contact your account manager. They'll get in touch with us, with ourselves, and we'll try our best to service you. Okay. 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 Right. So I see that there is no further questions. That's perfect. So everyone, again, just to inform you, Trader24 has provided you with a very institutional grade research. So please do make use of it. Do make sure you have access to this online research platform. Do make sure that you use these as a part of your analysis and your opinion, and for a second opinion on your trades. And set yourselves those email alerts, create those watch lists, because these are the very same research that is actually used by Tier 1 investment banks, prop trading desks, to maximize on their alphas. Trader24 has been very kind to provide its clients with these analyses, which are institutional grade, so please do make use of it. Should you have access to these already, again, you can make your portfolios and start using it straight away. Should someone be an account holder and not have an access to the online research tool, please do contact your account manager. They'll be more than happy to inform you how you can access it, how you can gain access to Trading Central and be more profitable on your trades. Should someone be not an account holder with Trader24 as yet and is present during this webinar, I must inform you this is an amazing tool that Trader24 has provided you with. Please do make sure that you access it. If you're not an account holder, please do open up an account, fund your account, and have access to the world-class technical analysis from Trading Central. thank you so much for your time, everyone. Should you have any queries, please do get in touch with, thank you, Alex. Cheers. Should you have any queries for me or any questions, please do send questions to Trader24. We'll have these answered for you. Cheers, Michael.